Since childhood, we've been taught that the smallest planet in our solar system is Mercury. Every science book repeats the same fact. Mercury is the tiniest planet orbiting the Sun. But what if I told you? Scientists later discovered a planet so small that it's almost the size of Earth's moon. A mysterious world called Kepler 37b. A planet so tiny that many astronomers were shocked it even exists. So today, we're going to explore the smallest planet ever discovered and why it completely changed what we thought we knew about planets. For decades, the idea seemed simple. If someone asked about the smallest planet, the answer was always Mercury. It's a small rocky world, only about 1880 kilometers in diameter. Compared to Earth, Mercury looks tiny. In fact, you could fit more than 18 Mercuries inside Earth. Because of its size, Mercury earned the title of the smallest planet in our solar system. But here's where things start to get interesting. Our solar system is just one tiny neighborhood inside an unimaginably large universe. Around other stars, there are thousands, and possibly billions, of planets that we have never seen before. These distant worlds are called exoplanets. For many years, scientists believed that planets around other stars would probably be similar to the ones in our solar system. Some big, some medium-sized, and maybe a few slightly smaller ones. But no one expected to find planets that were incredibly tiny. The discovery of such worlds became possible thanks to a powerful space telescope launched by NASA in 2009. This mission was called the Kepler Space Telescope. Its goal was simple but ambitious: to search for planets orbiting distant stars. Instead of directly photographing planets, which is extremely difficult, the telescope used a clever method. It watched thousands of stars continuously, measuring tiny dips in their brightness. When a planet passes in front of its star from our point of view, it blocks a very small amount of the star's light. This tiny dip in brightness can reveal that a planet is there. Over time, the Kepler telescope discovered thousands of exoplanets. Some were giant gas planets bigger than Jupiter. Others were rocky worlds similar to Earth. But among all these discoveries, one particular finding surprised scientists more than almost anything else. A planet so small that it pushed the limits of what we thought a planet could even be. This planet was named Kepler 37b. Kepler 37b orbits a star called Kepler 37, located about 200 light years away from Earth in the constellation Lyra. In cosmic terms, that distance is enormous. Light traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second takes more than 200 years just to reach us from that star. But despite being so far away, the Kepler telescope was able to detect something extraordinary, a planet smaller than Mercury. In fact, Kepler 37b is even smaller than the planet Mars. Scientists estimate its size to be roughly similar to Earth's moon. That means its diameter is only around 900 kilometers. Incredibly tiny for a planet. To understand how shocking this discovery was, imagine trying to detect something the size of our moon orbiting a star hundreds of trillions of kilometers away. The amount of light it blocks from its star is extremely small. Detecting such a tiny signal requires incredible precision. When scientists first analyzed the data, they were cautious. A signal that small could easily be caused by noise or other astronomical effects. But after careful observation and analysis, the evidence became clear. The signal was real. Kepler 37b truly existed. And that meant something important. Planets could be much smaller than we ever imagined. But Kepler 37b is not just interesting because of its size. Its environment is also extremely extreme. This tiny planet orbits very close to its parent star. It completes one full orbit in just about 13 days. For comparison, Mercury, the closest planet to our Sun, takes 88 days to complete a single orbit. Because Kepler 37b is so close to its star, it receives an enormous amount of heat and radiation. Temperatures on the surface are likely incredibly high, possibly hot enough to melt many types of rock. This means Kepler 37b is not a place where life could survive. In fact, it is probably a barren and hostile world. Scientists also believe that because the planet is so small, it likely cannot hold onto a thick atmosphere. Gravity on such a tiny planet would be weak. Any gases that once surrounded it would easily escape into space over time. Without an atmosphere, the surface would be exposed directly to intense stellar radiation. Daytime temperatures could become extremely hot, while nighttime temperatures might drop dramatically. In many ways, the environment might resemble our moon, but even more extreme. But the discovery of Kepler 37b raised an even bigger question. If such tiny planets exist, how many more might be out there? Before the Kepler mission, astronomers mainly detected large planets because they were easier to find. Big planets block more light when passing in front of their stars, making them easier to detect. But small planets are much harder to see. Kepler 37b showed that even moon-sized planets can form around other stars. This discovery expanded our understanding of how planetary systems work. It also suggested that the universe might be filled with an incredible variety of worlds. Some planets may be giant gas balls, many times larger than Jupiter. Others could be rocky super-Earths several times the mass of our planet. And some, like Kepler 37b, might be incredibly tiny. This diversity tells us something fascinating about planet formation. Planets form from massive disks of gas and dust surrounding young stars. Over millions of years, tiny particles collide and stick together, gradually building larger and larger bodies. Sometimes these growing worlds become massive planets. Other times they remain small. Kepler 37b may represent one of the smallest possible outcomes of this process. Another interesting aspect of this discovery is the system that Kepler 37b belongs to. It is not alone. The Kepler 37 system contains multiple planets. There are at least 3 known planets orbiting this star. Kepler 37b is the smallest and closest to the star. Farther out are larger planets called Kepler 37c and Kepler 37d. These planets are bigger than Kepler 37b, but still smaller than Earth. This means the entire planetary system consists mostly of small worlds. Studying such systems helps scientists understand how common different types of planets are in the galaxy. And the results have been surprising. Data from the Kepler telescope suggests that small planets may actually be extremely common. In fact, many stars could host multiple small rocky planets. If that's true, the Milky Way galaxy might contain billions of rocky worlds. Some of them may be hot and lifeless like Kepler 37b. Others might be cold, frozen planets far from their stars. And somewhere out there could even be small planets located in the habitable zone, the region around a star where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist. Discoveries like Kepler 37b also show how rapidly astronomy is advancing. Just a few decades ago, we didn't know if planets existed around other stars at all. The first confirmed exoplanet around a sun-like star was discovered in 1995. Today, scientists have confirmed thousands of exoplanets, and new telescopes are making even more incredible discoveries. Modern observatories such as the James Webb Space Telescope are allowing scientists to study distant planets in greater detail than ever before. Instead of just detecting them, astronomers can now analyze the atmospheres of some exoplanets and search for chemical signatures. In the future, we may even find planets with signs of life. But even the smallest discoveries, like a tiny world the size of our moon, can completely change our understanding of the universe. Kepler 37b reminds us that the universe is far more diverse and surprising than we once believed. A planet smaller than Mercury, a world barely larger than our moon, orbiting a distant star hundreds of light years away. And yet, despite its small size, it represents a huge step forward in our understanding of planetary science. It shows us that planets come in many shapes and sizes, from enormous gas giants to tiny rocky worlds. And if such tiny planets can exist, who knows what other strange and unexpected worlds are still waiting to be discovered. The universe is vast, mysterious, and full of surprises. And every new discovery brings us one step closer to understanding our place within it. So the next time someone asks you what the smallest planet is, the answer might not be as simple as it once seemed. Because beyond our solar system, in the vast darkness of space, there are worlds smaller than we ever imagined. And Kepler 37b is proof of that. If you enjoyed exploring this incredible discovery, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us as we continue uncovering the most fascinating mysteries of space and the universe.